Hey, good morning, everyone. Let's rejoin back for the live stream session on data analysis. In our prior live stream, we were we already had a discussion regarding the purpose of data analysis. It's a branch of data analytics, and we are using this data analysis techniques for developing various innovations related to the business, related to the any sort of getting the innovative ideas. This stream will be dedicating for how we can cluster the data, how we can use various visualization techniques after performing various data analysis techniques. Now we have a data. Now we applied some techniques to collect the appropriate data, to filter it out, to remove that unwanted data from the data list, and now how we can able to cluster it. Clustering means collection of data with a primary motive in it. By this uh, by this primary reason or primary ID, right? That data will be that data can be accumulated to achieve certain objective out of it. And we'll be exploring some of the visualization techniques by using a smart tool for data analysis called as Tableau. So with Team Axiom, today we are not only conceptually discussing about how clustering, data visualizations, and another data analytical techniques, what we are discussing, but at the same time they'll be giving us the practical demonstration of everything. In last session, if you recollect well, we divide the entire group in three categories. As we know that the food, shelter, and the garments, these are the three basic requirements of every individual. And if you can able to produce, or if you want to have a services or products related to that, then we divide the entire Axiom team in three groups. They had discussed with the various innovative ideas how they can able to form the they'll collect the data for that particular product and services. And once they get certain amount of money from the investors, where they want to invest it, what is the budget for that entire year, how they will develop the services and the products related to that. As a data analyst, we need to use various tools. I'm not going for the specific one because team will give you the guidelines on that. Data analysis is a technique where we will firstly, to generate any innovative ideas, we need to collect all the possible data available in whichever format. And for that reason also, we have to use various tools, right? And after accumulating, collecting all this data, we need to filter it. We need to remove the unwanted data, right? Make it clean, right? Cluster it, apply various algorithms to compute, to have a manipulation with the data, to have a end results on it. And then by the help of the visualization techniques, we can able to visualize that data set what you produce for the generating of the reports or for the generation of the end results outcome over there. So let's start the session with Team Axiom. They have a case study to discuss with you regarding for the applications of clustering and data visualizations. So they'll be discuss firstly the case study, what the data analysis case study they are handling, and then by using these all the tools, how they can able to collect the data, filter the data, remove the unwanted data, how they are using various expressions to evaluate the data, and then finally the visualization reports they will be generating on that data. So you'll be certainly enjoying these sessions on the data analysis. Without data analysis, you cannot generate the instead of hypothetical innovations, right? Data analysis give you the correct idea what will work, or there is a proof, there is a support logic by which you can able to with the support of that innovative idea to work to convert that idea into the reality, right? So data analysis plays a very vital role. Over to Team Axiom, they'll be guide you regarding all these theoretical, conceptual thought process what I discussed with you to how we can able to convert practically into the reality. Over to Team Axiom. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our exciting journey into data analytics for innovations. In our previous session, we explored how data analysis is transforming industries through smarter decision making. Today, we will take it a step further. We will dive into data clustering and visualization techniques using Tableau. These tools and methods are enabling businesses to uncover hidden insights, segments customers intelligently, and communicate findings clearly through engaging visuals. This is where data analysis meets design and analytics turns into action. Where you are a student, a business analyst, or a business curious about data driven strategy, today's session will give you a strong foundation in using clustering and Tableau to solve real world problems. Let's begin. In today's data driven world, innovation doesn't happen by chance, it's fueled by patterns, predictions, and precision. Every click, every purchase, every interaction generates valuable data, but raw data alone doesn't innovate. Analyzing, grouping, and visualizing it does. For instance, healthcare providers group patients based on health risk, while e commerce companies target user segments with personalized offers. These are not futuristic ideas, they are happening now, thanks to clustering and data visualization. And that's where Tableau comes in, turning boring spreadsheets into beautiful dashboards that help stakeholders that make better and faster decisions. So, today we will deep dive into what clustering is and where it's used, how to effectively visualize data using Tableau, and explore real life use cases that bring these tools together and impactful decision making. Let's dig deeper into how this is changing business landscapes. Data visualization is the graphical representation of information and data. Instead of presenting raw numbers or lengthy tables, we use visual elements like charts, graphs, and maps to make data more understandable. This makes it easier to spot trends, outliers, and patterns quickly. Think of it as turning complex data into a visual story that's easier to digest and act upon. In essence, it transforms your data into a story that speaks visually, making insights not only easier to grasp but harder to ignore. Why is data visualization is important? First, humans are visual creators. Our brains process visuals 60,000 times faster than text. That's why visualizing data helps us understand complex information faster. Also enables quick identification of patterns and correlations and drives more informed and timely decision making. Whether you are presenting findings to stakeholders or trying to make sense of large datasets yourself, a clear visual is your strongest tool for communication. Let's break down these typical steps in a data visualization workflow. First is collect data. We gather data from sources like Excel sheet, databases, APIs, or surveys. Next one is clean and prepare. We remove errors, deal with missing values, and organize the data into a usable formats. Third one is define objective. Before visualizing, we need to know what story or insight we want to convey. Then choose the tool. Tools like Excel, Tableau, Power BI, Python, and R helps us build effective visuals. Also, we want to select the chart type. The right chart depends on the type of data. For example, bar charts for comparisons, pie charts for proportions, and scatter plots for distributions. Then we have to apply design principles. Keep visuals clean. Use clear labels and maintain balance in layout. Lastly, we have to present insights. Finally, we explain what the data shows and how it supports decision making. These steps ensure that your visualization are not only attractive but effective and purposeful. Now, let's talk about data clustering, a very powerful technique in machine learning. Data clustering is a machine learning technique used to group similar data points into clusters. The goal is to make each group contain items that are more alike to each other than those in other groups. Think about grouping customers by buying behavior, students by performance levels, or cities by population density. Clustering helps uncover this natural grouping in data that we otherwise might miss. Now, let's look at the where Tableau shines. Tableau is one of the most popular data visualization and business intelligence tool. It helps converts raw data into interactive dashboards and visual reports. Also, it allows users to drag and drop data fields, build real-time dashboards, and quickly explore and analyze data visually. Because of its ease of use and speed, Tableau widely adopted in industries like healthcare, finance, education, and HR. So stay tuned and watch closely. This is where data clustering and visualization techniques using Tableau comes in. Over to my team member.
Let's let's take a practical example using student result data. First, we collect and prepare the data in Excel, including calculation of total marks and percentage. Our goal was to analyze performance and show key finding visuals. We choose Tableau for this task due to its dynamic dashboard. For visualization, we use bar chart to show total and subject wise score, and pie charts to represent and share share the performance. Our analyze helps identifying top score, weak subject, and overall pass fail status, make it easy to present performance trends. Instead of scrolling through rows of marks, we could immediately see where the attention was needed, and that's the power of visualization. Now I will share my screen to demonstrate you. In in demonstration, I will demonstrate you in Excel sheet, MySQL, and Tableau. In Excel, I have already created this Excel sheet for student result data, where I have add columns like serial number, name, roll number, subjects, total marks, percentage, grade, and result, where total marks, percentage, grade, and result are calculated using formulas. uh, for total marks, we use sum of all subject marks to calculate total marks. So for percentage, we use for formula from total marks, and the total subject, we calculate the percentage. For grade, we we use conditions. If the percentage is greater than or equals to 90, then the A plus. If the percentage is greater than or equals to 80, then A. Likewise, the all condition for different grades. For result, uh, if the percentage is greater than or equals to 35, then the student will be pass. If the percentage was less than or less than 35, 35, then the student will be faced. These are these were the Excel were performed. Now I will show you in MySQL how this data will be inserted and how to perform query in MySQL. For that, I will open MySQL. This is the interface you will show after you will open the MySQL. Now I will firstly create a database here. For that, I will create a database called student results and execute these statements. My statement will be executed successfully. Now my database will be created. As you see in the um, right side, my database student results will be created. Now I want to use that database. For that, I will uh, command use result. Using this command, I will select that database. In this database, in that database, I will create now a table. In that table, I will inserted all the columns which is in our Excel sheet, like student roll, serial number, name, roll number, and all the columns. For that, I will create a table. Using this command, I will create a table in MySQL. This command shows creating a table called student result, where I add columns like serial number, which is auto increment, name, roll number, subjects, and the total number, which is I want to calculate. I want to calculate this using the sum of all subject marks, which I have inserted after creating table. Then calculate percentage using formula to total marks by total subjects. Then grade. In grade, I have put conditions where same conditions which I have put in Excel sheet for calculating grades. And the result, where I have find the result using same formula which is I have do in Excel. First, I will create this table from executing the statement. As you see, my table is successful. My statement query is successfully executed, and my table is created. I want to show how my table is look while create after creating. For that, I will write a command: select star from select star from, and the name of table, which is student result. Using this command, I will showcase uh, the table which I have created, how it's look. This is the table I will created having values null, because I will not inserted data yet. After that, I want to insert data into that table. For that, I will execute this command or query, which is insert query. For using that query, I will insert the student name, roll number, and subject marks. For that, I will execute this query. My query is successfully executed. Now I will execute select star from table name. Table name query for showing table. Now, as you see, serial number is auto incremented. The name will be inserted as per the insert command. Name, roll number, and subject marks will be inserted as per the insert query, and the total marks will be calculated, and percentage also calculated, as well as grade and result also calculated as per the subject marks. This is how we can insert data, create a table into MySQL, insert data. Now we can also find student who will pass, only pass. Using this query, select star from student result, where student equals to pass. It will only shows the student who will only whose result is only pass. This will shows only the result of past students. Now I want to see the result of only top scorer, top percentage student. For that, I will select this query, select star from student percentage. Using this query, select select roll number, name, roll number, percentage and grade. It will show only the name, roll number, percentage and grade of that student from the student table, student result table, where the percentage equals to max. And this means the student having maximum score. As you see, there is the student having the maximum percentage, as you see in the uh, table. This is how you can find work on finally work on mysql. Now I will showcase you in a Tableau how we visualize that data into Tableau. For that, you have when you open the Tableau, you have this type of dashboard, as you see in the Tableau, where you can open existing file, and open the file from Tableau public. You can also import file, if you have Microsoft Excel file, text file or JSONs file. You can also import using that. I will import a Excel file, uh, student result. This is how the interface look after you insert a file. Here you have sheets, the data which you have in Excel file, sheets. There is a sheet, and how the sheet will be look. Here is the here in left side, you can see the columns here, which is have in your Excel sheet. um, this is the sheet, and you can insert rows, columns here for the generating visuals. For visuals, you have the bar chart, pie chart in show me option. First, I will create a sample using student result, and the sheet count, where you can see visual is created using the result and the sheet count. uh, you can view in the entire view, like the stretch visual will be stretch. And now I want to see the how many student will be fail and pass. For that, I will using this tool, which will show the label in the bar chart, where we show the two students were fail and 8 student will be pass. This is how you can create your own visual. I have already created the visual for my student table. Here it is. In sheet 1, I have created the visual for uh, result. In sheet 2, I have created a visual for student total marks. In sheet 3, I have created a pie chart for percentage calculation, percentage for each student. And in sheet 4, I have created the student all subject marks, where the student have subject marks as per the uh, subjects. I will also shows the total marks which have student get. Now you can create a dashboard, and showcase all your sheets in one dashboard, where you can see the results, student total marks, percentage, student all marks. From that, you can add a filter also. From selecting one, you can click here to add a filter here, and then you can see only the failed student marks. That how shows the only 2 student have fails, and their all subject marks. And you can here see here student total marks, where the 2 student have how many marks in their all over subjects. And the pie chart presents the total of all student. Then we will see the past students data also, and we will see the all over students data also. that's that's will how the tableau works. You can add this into simply drag and drop. Like I will drag the sheets here. You can create add this in the dashboard using simply drag and drop. So as we saw in this use case visualization student performance, data helps to move beyond raw number to clean actionable instincts, from identifying top performance to spot weak subjects. The data speaks for itself when visualized effectively. Now we will see another example, which is weather report, over to my teammate.
Here we have a real world example which is weather report. We collected city-wise weather information including temperature, humidity, rainfall and rain chances. The data was then cleaned and organized in Excel, ensuring proper formats and accurate calculations like total and average rainfall. Next, we move into visualization using Tableau with line graphs for rainfall trends and pie charts for rainfall categories. We also applied data clustering techniques to group cities based on similar weather patterns, such as high humidity zones are high with frequent rainfall. This helped to spot rel- regional patterns and categorize weather behavior for effectively. In short, this combination of visualization and clustering turned raw weather state into clear, actionable insights useful for planning, forecasting, and environmental analysis. Today, I am going to demonstrate the Excel data sheet for weather report. So in this sheet, we are taking some data for weather report. First off, we are getting some columns in like a serial number, city name, date, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, average temperature, humidity, chance of rains, day rainfall, night rainfall, average rainfall. In this B column, we are taking some casual data of city's name. In first 10 serial number, we are getting some one city name same, and after they are different types of different cities in that getting the data. Uh, Date is also we are getting some having casually minimum temperature, maximum temperature, and this column F indicates average temperature. In this average temperature, we are get putting one formula, that is D2. D2 indicates minimum temperature and E2 indicates maximum temperature divided by 2. The 2 is demonstrate the number of these two columns, minimum and maximum temperature. It's calculate the average temperature. After we are this unity columns indicates the percentage of water vapor present air compared whole at that temperature, chances of rain, day rainfall, and night rainfall. And this last column, it indicates the average rainfall. In this column, we are also getting one formula, J2. J2 indicates night rainfall minimum plus I2. I2 indicates day rainfall. It's calculated the average rainfall in millimeter. So, so now my teammates will take the through the live demo in Tableau.
We can see the another practical scenario is weather report analysis. Now I am sharing my screen. This dashboard provides a detailed view of weather patterns, mainly rainfall, temperature, and various Indian cities. Here we can see the rainfall, average temperature, chance of rain, daily rainfall. Here we add a filter. If you want to see the weather report of one city, we can. See, here we can see the average rainfall, average temperature, 80 chance of rain. Here we can see. If we want to see the all over the data, we can see that. And here we add a pie chart, scatter report, line bar chart, and group bar chart. You can see the sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and sheet 4. Here we can see the Nagpur have a exponentially higher rainfall and the Kolkata have a less rainfall. We can see the pie chart. If we want to see the particular one city of rain, we can see. If we want to see the data of Nagpur, we can see the all 1 to 10 data. Hmm. Clustering. Clustering in the data analysis, clustering is group data point in the case of cities based on similar characteristics such as average rainfall. This allows analysis data to understand the patterns, make region comparison, and support decisions like where we to allocate the floods, control resources, or integrate system. So we see the use case visualize the weather data through a rainfall levels, temperatures, patterns, and clustering. Not only bring a clarity to regional climates difference, but it support a smarter planning or decision making. Here we can see the data. Clustering show the red is showing the result of high rainfall and blue is showing the result of low rainfall. In that we can see the all data of the cities with Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, and Hyderabad. Now we move to the one of the more example, which is BMI, body mass index, over to my teammate.
Lastly, a healthy related dataset BMI analysis. We collected data like age, height, and weight. Clean and calculated BMI using the standard formula weight in kg divided by the height in meter square. The goal was to categorize BMI levels and give health suggestions. We used Excel and Tableau to create bar and scattered plots for comparison. This visualization helped in identifying people who were underweight, normal, overweight, or obese and guided them towards the health improvement plan. Now, let's explore one more practical and insightful example, the BMI, Body Mass Index analysis. The real world scenario will show how collecting basic health metrics like age, weight, and height can be transformed into a meaningful visual insight using Tableau. Let's begin with the Excel, where we analyze the raw data using formulas to calculate the BMI standard weight and categorize obesity type. We are using data of 10 individuals, including their height, weight, and we will calculate BMI determining standard weight. So here is the data set where I have included height, weight, age, BMI, standard weight, obesity type, and recommendation. Now the BMI, body mass index, is calculated using the formula BMI equals to weight upon the height square meters. For example, John Smith, who weighs 85 kg and has 175 tall height, with BMI is 27.75. To calculate the standard weight, the body mass, which is the healthy weight for the BMI. Once we have BMI, we classify into categories using the if formula in Excel. The standard weight range are obesity type. So for the obesity type, if the BMI is under 18.5, it will be underweight. If the BMI is 18.5 to 24.9 will be normal. If the BMI is 25 to 29.9 will be overweight. And if the BMI is 30.34.9 will be obese class 1. 35 to 39.9 will be obese class 2. And Above 40 or equal to 40 will be obese class 3. This logic automatically categorizes each person based on their BMI value. Finally, based on the obesity type, we assign a recommendation using another if formula. Underweight, if the obesity type is underweight, is increase the nutrition food intake. If it's normal, it will maintain the healthy habit. If it's obese class 2, it will consult the doctor and lifestyle change. If it's obese class 3, it will seek the immediate medical attention and advice. This keeps the recommendation dynamic and automatically generated. Now, I will demonstrate how we have used the Tableau to visually explore and analyze the same data helps we saw in Excel. This dashboard provides a more intuitive and interactive overview using visual analytics. Let's go through each chart and interpret the insights. First is BMI. We begin with the BMI values of each individual shown in a vertical bar chart. Each bar chart represents the person and height of the bar reflected their BMI. Like Karan Desai has the highest BMI above 40, categorized as the obese class 3. Sneha Iyer has the lowest BMI 17.48, which is underweight. The chart help us to visually spot both health risk and ideal BMI level. I have the second sheet, which is BMI and age, where we look at the relationship between the BMI and age using a scattered plot. Normally, this plot helps identifying patterns such as whether the older individual tends to have a higher BMI. In third sheet, I have actual weight versus the standard weight. This is the side-by-side graph chart where the recommendation weight or the standard weight based on the healthy BMI, which is usually calculated as a 22. In we see that Raj Patel, Karan Desai, and Preeti Nair has much higher actual weight than the standard weight. A. Verma and Sneha Iyer have weights closely to the standard. They are within the below and a healthy range. This helps visual who is underweight, normal, and overweight at a glance. In the fourth chart, there is a pie chart which identifies the obesity type distribution. Finally, the pie chart shows the distribution of individuals based on the obesity category. Each slice represents a group. Blue indicates the normal, orange indicates the obese class 1, red indicates the obese class 2, blue indicates the obese class 3, green overweight, and yellow underweight. From these, we quickly see that the only small portion of people fall in the normal range. Most of either are overweight or obese, indicating a strong need for health innovation in the group. To conclude, we explored the dataset using the both Excel and Tableau. In Excel, we use structured Tableau and formulas like BMI calculation, standard weight, computation, and categorize of obesity type. These help us understand the logic behind the data in a clear step-by-step format. Then, using Tableau, we transfer the same data into powerful visualization highlighting the health trends, weight comparison, and obesity distribution is much more engaging and insightful way. While Excel gives us the control at a formula level, Tableau also uses to explore pattern visually and interactively. Together, these tools complement each other and demonstrate how raw data can be converted into meaningful insight and decision making. So, in conclusion, advancement in AI, machine learning, and big data are reshaping how we analyze data. Data visualization is becoming more interactive and intelligent. Clustering and other techniques help us to find hidden patterns we might miss otherwise. Together, they empower industry to make smarter, faster, and more impactful decisions. By visualizing data effectively, we turn information into insight and insight into action. Before we conclude, I am pleased to announce that our respected director, Mr. Sushil Pudke sir, please feel free to share the thoughts about the data analytics for innovation part 2, exploring data clustering, visualization technique using Tableau can be implemented in our scenarios. Over to you, sir.
Hey, thank you, Team Exome. It was really awesome to get the detailed elaboration on the various data analytical features and the steps to achieve it. What we collect from this, that to achieve any kind of innovations, right, or the practical proof of something, you need to collect all the possible data which is available in the various forms, right? Clean it, filter it, cluster it, use various data visualization techniques to visualize it. Means data analysis and with the help of various tools gives us the clear cut view, clear cut outcome, right? Instead of just discussing, instead of just having a overview, the practical expressions we can able to use, evaluate, and get the result outcome out of it. Again, I'll say it's a wonderful explorations you guys did, and though the case studies was simple enough, like regarding the student mark sheets, BMI index, right, body mass index to extract out the, means like from the student mark sheets data set, you can able to evaluate who get the maximum, who get the minimum, right, or what is the average in average score. In case of the weather reports, you can able to evaluate and find out the maximum rainfall, minimum rainfall, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, right? So collect the present and past data, right, manipulate it to evaluate the, or to predict the future. That is what the key line of the entire data analysis. So here, by taking a case studies of student mark sheets to evaluate all the possible expressions related to the students, the weather reporting, and the BMI index related to the uh, for the evaluations of underweight, lower weight, and average weight and all. Though these examples are small, but give us the ample idea how we can, for the sake of predictions, for the sake of analyzing, we can use these data sets, evaluate and use certain data analytical techniques, and find out the outcome of it in the visualization format. Thank you very much, guys. I know this is weekend morning, but till then, either you available it in the large size, and it's really appreciable. It proves the point that you are eager to learn certain things. For this kind of sessions, you do contact us with the team Axiom. We always eager and participate such kind of events, so that together we can enhance our skills and provide the excellency to the IT industry. Thank you very much, guys. Have a happy weekend.